Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating, it's Saturday, November 7th, 2015. Ra here in the Lynn Life, Betty Jean in the Lynn-Body-Mind, other teammates and other aspects of the physical dimension, all of us in the physical dimension and in the subatomic levels of the physical dimension from the perspective of the spirit world viewers.
That's true.
We are in the midst of a big push in Thing 1, one of those cordoned off life forms that we are referring to as the projects. And there's a big push in Thing 1 to establish a flow of soul energy and natural energy in such a way as to inspire that humanoid presence to live his soul plan and nothing but his soul plan, so help him God. If that isn't the focus of our videoed portion of our effort, then I'm confused. But I could be wrong. We're open to events going in another direction as always. The background intention is to do what is ours to do in all dimensions right now, to manifest the divine plan. The data clearly showing what's needed is to provide a collective restart, and the deadlines being set for us that begin on November 15th and on January 17th, 2017 with that collective restart.
That's true.
And with that, it begins. The angle that we're looking at events would imply we're viewing something from the control room.
That's true.
And it's wonderful to have our higher soul presences functioning in the control room.
That's true.
At least for the moment.
Right.
And I feel as though Yoda is right here with us.
Yes, that's true.
And we are alert to how we can improve upon the energies so as to help from here. Our lower soul aspects are boots on the ground, and for the moment we're viewing events from the control room higher soul perspective in the one up, one down, short cycling incarnation pattern.
That's true.
That is the assignment we've had for quite some time now.
Yes, that's true.
And from here I can see what's going on in Thing 1, but I should be asking to be shown. Because from here I can see what it looks like is going on, and by asking to be shown I can see what's going on behind the mask, behind the projection.
That's true. I see Paul.
And I see Santa and the Fisher King.
That's true.
They're more afraid than they look. On the surface, they don't look all that afraid.
But they're definitely scared inside.
They're scared inside,
That's true.
which is okay. Hello, my old friend Fear. Thank you for being such a loyal companion. Watch me do it anyway.
That's true.
Paul is less afraid. Well, it makes sense because he was in Thing 3 yesterday. By comparison, this is a cakewalk.
That's true.
Now I'm starting to see the flock of ideas who seem to have found a rhythm of flying.
That's
and
true.
It reminds me of Arctic tern migrations. Arctic terns migrate from pole to pole.
That's true.
And this migration has to stop when they get to it's like a lead barrier that the spirit world presences have erected.
That's true.
Between themselves and Thing 1, which is really disgusting because they're supposed to be here to help him live his soul plan, and they simply want to stay away from him because his energy is disgusting, and his energy is disgusting, but that's why this is a perfect practice opportunity.
That's true.
They're just determined to not practice, those people up above that barrier.
That's true.
They want everybody else to stay stuck too, so that we just all stay stuck together and nobody do anything.
That's true.
All right, well, whatever.
You can pull this energy up.
We pull the energy up. And the flock of ideas seems to be, correct me if I'm wrong, just in a nice, smooth cycling up
That's true.
and down, up and down, clearing the space at the central pillar.
That's true.
And I see Aerosmith, the Vortex, who's there with Black Wolf and Garth in this.
I see that.
Yes, in the Team Awakening Center, and he's spiraling down And
That's true.
I can, when I am merged with Aerosmith, I can feel the flock of ideas flying past me.
That's true, and I hear their wings beating.
Yes. Paul is supposed to be getting his people to that prison where the nature realms leaders are being held.
That's true.
I don't know what's happening there. Something isn't going well.
That's true. It's
Let's
like they're
just
coming up
start
against.
to call the nature realms presences here. We are part of the nature realms.
That's
We're
true.
hosted by humanoids. Humanoids are part of the nature realms.
That's true.
We can just call all aspects of the nature realms who are presently in Thing 1 to the central pillar and bifurcate all aspects of the nature realms here to the central pillar, all others flung away. Those who define themselves as aspects of the nature realms will answer the call.
That's
And
true.
those who don't define themselves that way will be flung away. And so we remind Black Wolf and Garth that we are all aspects of the nature realms. Black Wolf as a planetary consciousness, definitely. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Wow,
Yeah, that was interesting, though.
Possibly both Garth and Black Wolf are now operating at the level of planetary consciousness.
That could
could be.
That could be.
I know one humanoid who would vote to incarnate on Black Wolf's planet.
I know, too.
I feel the wizard is getting offended. Well, friend, I'm sorry, that is the truth. They would prefer to work with Black Wolf. You still don't have your channels up. You're a good guy, you have good intention, but you don't follow instructions from wiser minds above.
That's true. And you don't intend to yet.
But you could choose to start intending to.
That's true.
Sometimes we have to hurt ourselves an awful lot before we're ready to give up a harmful habit. But remember that you're hurting other people too.
That's true.
And consider if you're ready to make a different choice faster rather than slower. I don't know. I still don't feel like this prison is coming to
It's
the
not
center.
moving
It's
yet.
not moving.
And the cables aren't through it. I can feel the cables got down to the roof of it,
Yes.
and they're not through it.
Well, maybe the cables can go around the exterior and
That could
kind
be.
of just start to pull it in. It's like when we do that archer's bow technique
Yes.
with the energy fields. Let's see if that seems
That
to
feels
work
like
better.
it works.
We can get the cables around the outside, and now it's almost as if there's a big rubber band
That's true.
encouraging the prison toward the center. There,
That's
now let's
true.
bifurcate for those who want to know the truth. All those who want to know what's really going on. And we remember that these nature realms leaders, and presumably many of the people in the prison with them, were students of the Search for Truth pillar.
That's true.
Cycling through. They do want to know what's true. I'm pretty sure right now
That's
they want to
true.
know what's true. And we would suggest to Santa and the Fisher King that if you start doing error corrections right now, that might be a really positive pull to draw the prison to the center. Because,
That's true. I just got big teary feelings.
yes, and you'll feel so much better.
That's true. Ooh. It feels like they're starting to do it.
And it feels like the prison is moving.
Moving. Whoosh. It's like moving a mountain,
It is like moving a mountain.
which you can do if you have faith the size of a mustard seed.
Mustard seeds are bigger than I thought.
That's true.
They're kind of like coriander.
That's true.
Well, what do I know? I know that means the tiniest amount of faith won't do it. Right?
That's true.
You have to have more than a tiny amount. You have to have a little bit. Paul, how about let's get your army around on the back side of
Yes.
this prison and just push it. Put our
That
shoulder
feels
to the
good.
wheel.
It feels like there's something the prisoners inside are supposed to do.
It's like singing. And to remember, friends, that this is an experiment to see whether or not we can accomplish this assignment of getting the prison to the center of Thing 1 in this way, or whether we'll need to use some other way. But we will get this prison to the midline. We will.
Maybe Paul and his people sing too?
Maybe we all sing.
Maybe we all sing.
The cables feel like they're humming.
That's true. Now the cables are running, and it feels like the prison is settling into
the right place, but the cables are still just going around the outside. What this implies is not necessarily the case, but what it implies is that the prisoners inside need to do something to call the cables to them and through them.
That's true.
Well, does anything matter more than survival of the truth? If we can get them to what matters most, survival of the truth. They're all chanting
it. There we go.
What matters most, survival of the truth. Well, now I feel like there are other nature realms presences kind of coming out of the woodworks.
That's true. Now it feels like the prison is starting to lock into its place. The cables aren't all the way straight. They're still bowed a little bit in the middle of the prison. Survival of the truth. Maybe bifurcate.
The prisoners are supposed to be doing.
I feel that.
Put your channels up, friends.
That's true.
And stretch long and merge with each other. Be a community. And Santa and the Fisher King once more. Error corrections might go a long way. You might be able to do something that none of the rest can, because you have the opportunity of error corrections, although we can all correct our errors that led to this situation. I'm sure we've all made... Actually, it's crazy for me to say Santa and the Fisher King have an opportunity that we don't have. All of us have messed up, and our errors have contributed to this situation. I'm positive of that. Let's all of us do an error corrections for all the mistakes that we have made that led to this situation where Nature Realms leaders are imprisoned to prevent them from searching for what's really going on.
That's true. Now there's some really big dark errors.
Now we can run some cables and clear these errors.
Yeah, it's starting to feel better. Starting to feel breeze, wind.
Yes, and I feel like the breeze or wind is moving through the prison now.
That's true. Whoosh.
So we say to the Nature Realms leaders, some start flying out.
That's true.
One person lead and get the others out of there. The last two people should be Nature Realms leaders. But send that first guy out who spent the most time in the box.
That's true.
And have him lead everybody else who spent time in the box. Just go straight up. Now fly. I see Black Wolf waving. Fly up to Black Wolf's center and call everybody. Say, come on, come on, come on. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. And everyone who answers the call will come, and those who don't will come back for them.
That's true.
After we figure out what's next.
Ooh.
I believe all three of those main Nature Realms leaders are out.
That's true. And a fair amount of others as well.
A number of others.
That's true.
And these were the ones who obviously had enough going for them that they were viewed as rabble-rousers in the prison because they spent time in the box.
That's true.
Friends, we're going to go back for everyone else, but first we have to collect the data, and you guys have to be a little bit recovered.
That's true.
So to the flock of ideas, just keep flying up and down the central core, up and down the central core.
That's true.
And with Aerosmith reaching down and you all flying up and down, this will, I don't know what it will do. It might stabilize it.
That's true. And at the very least, it's clearing it out.
Probe has found something. Last night I thought it looked like she was looking in a golf course hole. It does look like that, and what she's sniffing at seems to be like a whitish orb.
It looks like a golf ball.
It looks like a golf ball.
That's true. It looks like she's on a golf course.
Yeah.
And she found a golf ball in the hole.
And that's the purest concentration of truth Integrity and curiosity.
And she's really excited about it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay. We'll see.
Bring it here.
Yeah.
Well, I know that golfers talk about the ball as if it has a mind of its own.
I don't know what golf balls intend to do.
They intend to make it to the hole.
That's my story.
In golf?
In golf, the hole is the goal. And if you're a golf ball and you have integrity and you want to do your best, you go for the hole.
Yeah, get to the hole.
That's true. I wonder where the curiosity comes in.
It might be called the cup.
It might be.
Well, I guess you have to be curious about how to get there. Like how, especially if your golfer isn't very skilled.
That's true, and you still intend to get to that cup.
Right. Then you don't have a lot to work with. You have wind dynamics.
And gravity.
This is fabulous, actually. How to steer ourselves when we feel that we are simply being knocked by life. Right?
That's true.
Love that. I think we'll be able to learn something from this golf ball.
That's true. How to do what is ours to do, even when the circumstances...
Regardless.
That's true.
Regardless of circumstances.
That's true. If the golf ball's job is to get to the cup, and you have integrity...
And if you want to do the job...
That's
and
true.
You're willing to put some effort into it.
That's
now
true.
You have a challenge on your hands, don't you? Because you don't get to choose your golfer.
No, you don't get to choose the club.
No.
Or the day, the weather condition.
But you can start to talk to the golfer and you can suggest the club.
That's true.
And maybe you could call to the golfer as the golfer is coming through looking at the golf ball boxes. You can say, pick me, pick me.
That's true. The bucket of many white golf balls. How to stand out, and then you get picked, and then how to do the job. That's exciting.